How are Indigenous rights considered in water policy decisions? In recent news, the discussion around Indigenous rights in water policy decisions has gained significant attention. This topic is particularly relevant as communities seek clean water access and environmental protection. Many people are searching for answers on how these rights are integrated into current water management practices. Indigenous rights are increasingly recognized as essential to ensuring access to clean water and protecting cultural values. However, many challenges persist, including inadequate infrastructure and legal disputes over water access. For instance, many Indigenous communities in the United States still lack reliable access to clean water. Approximately half of households on Native American reservations do not have consistent access to safe drinking water or sanitation facilities. Legislative efforts are underway to address these gaps. The Tribal Access to Clean Water Act aims to invest in water infrastructure improvements specifically for tribal communities. This act represents a step toward ensuring that Indigenous people have the resources they need for clean water access. Indigenous leaders and communities are actively participating in water policy discussions. They emphasize the importance of protecting rivers, lakes, and traditional food sources. A notable example is the Bad River bend of Lake Superior, Chippewa, which has opposed pipeline projects threatening their water bodies and wild rice habitats. Their involvement in federal permitting processes highlights the significance of Indigenous voices in environmental advocacy. Legal frameworks also recognize Indigenous rights as fundamental human rights. These rights protect cultural, social, and economic well-being. Indigenous groups have pursued legal claims to enforce water rights and seek compensation for environmental damages. A notable case involved Torres Strait Islanders in Australia, who claimed that the government's failure to address climate change violated their rights. In the United States, Native American tribes have specific rights to recover damages for natural resource harm. However, recent court decisions have sometimes limited the enforcement of water supply obligations. For example, a recent Supreme Court ruling against the Navajo Nation's claim has raised concerns about the future of water rights enforcement. Policy discussions are increasingly stressing the importance of including Indigenous voices in decision-making processes. Arctic policy conferences have emphasized that Indigenous communities must be involved in managing their lands and waters. Ignoring these communities undermines their rights and governance. This principle applies broadly to water policy, where Indigenous knowledge and priorities play a critical role in sustainable management. While progress has been made in recognizing Indigenous rights in water policy decisions, significant challenges remain. Ensuring equitable access to water and honoring Indigenous sovereignty in water management continues to be a pressing issue.